Right, so we just dropped my trailer. I've done my empty my cab. It's all empty now. That's my trailer there. I've just put one in front of it for security of it. We're just making our way out of iPort now. If I can, looks a bit busy though. Get over to service, get it done, get back, and then we'll be good to go then for another 6 weeks. I won't need to go in for a service or out then, so that's happy days for me then. Really 100% what's going off, a bit busy here now, but don't mind me, I'm just straight out now. Thought I'll put the camera on for a drive over through middle of Doncaster to get to Daff. Just plug my sat nav in if I can't reach. I'm sure this truck gets bigger every time. There we go. So yeah, we're unit only, so nice and light. Obviously it's just the weight of the unit to move. I'm not sure how long it's going to be in for service, whether it's a quick one or a long one. We'll see when we get there. Hopefully it's not too bad. But like I say, I've got things that need sorting on it. You know, that fuel tank does need doing, ideally, before it develops to anything else. But I can only tell them about it. If they don't do out, they don't do out. Can't make them do anything. So it's only about 7 miles over to other side of Doncaster. To get over to Daff. We did used to take them to Whitwood to get them done, but they started putting them in here now, which I don't mind. Whitwood's a bit of a funny yard to try and get in and out of at times. It's not a very big yard, but they have a lot of trucks in there to Daff, which doesn't make it fun. I've only got my phone up just so I can keep an eye on recording and stop it and that if I need to, just at a touch of a button. Obviously the GoPro's out of sight for me now. Looks like I've got a decent angle again. My old head mount broke after I did the last video. One of the let's say on this there, one of them middle connection broke off on it. It just snapped. I only bought cheap off Amazon Basics, so I've got a proper GoPro one now. We are it's a bit windy, blowing about a bit here. All my dashboard was reset again on this morning for some reason. I don't know what causes that, whether it just loses power or something from the battery, it just doesn't talk or what, but yeah, completely lost connection to somewhere and reset everything, including the time. This time it doesn't usually do that. Yeah, it doesn't do that. Going to give this truck some space on this roundabout. It's not a wide roundabout at all. This it needs a redesign. Put my sunglasses away. It's got bright now. Yeah, it's not the best. I can get my sunglasses on. There we go. Took them under the strap. So yeah, I'll just give him some room. you can see if there were a car up the side of me on my right, we'd have had some trouble then. But yeah, we're in no rush. I don't think they're going to be able to get this started until 12 o'clock. I want to try and get my phone on charge as well, actually. There we go. My phone on charge. I'll be needing that at DAF. It could be a good couple of hours. Could easily be a good couple of hours. Then we're going to go back to iPort again after this to our yard and pick up my trailer. I'll put all my things back in again, and then I'm over to Liverpool. To Seaforth. I'm not sure if I'll get the container off today. It depends how long I am at DAF. If I don't get out until 3, it's going to be just after 4 o'clock before I'm anywhere near ready to getting off again. So if that's the case, I'll just steady run over to Burton Wood Services and get parked in there tonight. It'd be gone 7 o'clock before I got to Seaforth Dock. And I don't like pushing it too much, and don't like cutting it that close. But we'll see what happens, see what they say, and we'll go. That's all we can do. Is all we can do. Feels weird having nothing in truck, nothing rattling. Well, I've left stuff in cupboards at the front, but everything else on the top bed and on my bed and all that lot I've took off. Because they'll probably want to tilt the cab, I'd imagine. Knowing my luck. Well, knowing my luck now, I've took everything out, they won't. But if I hadn't have done, everything would have been straight through front windscreen or something like that. So it only takes 10 minutes to lift it out. So I might as well, for the sake of what can happen if I don't. 19 degrees today. It's a bit overcast today. Clouded over yesterday, but it was really warm. And now it's seemed to have dropped a bit with a nice wind, so hopefully that's going to cool things down a little bit for us living in the truck in the week. Going to cool down a bit now. I don't mind it being warm in day. It's on a night that I don't like. I don't prefer it, especially in this truck. If I were at home, it's different, but at work it's just horrible trying to sleep, and then you feel sticky as out. Yeah, where this truck's coming out here, and the one that's just cut out a little bit in front of me, that's not a nice junction to get out of there. We do Freightliner Doncaster there, and it's not a great one to get out of, especially when you're heavy. The way I've just come onto the roundabout, we can see all the roundabout as we're coming down, so we know we can get straight out. So cars and wagons have just come down at speed along it, and you can't see much to your right when you're coming out of that junction. You just got to get, if you can get out in road, you just got to go for it. It's the only option. It's the only option. quiet drive at the minute. Actually, it's not that bad. I thought it might be a bit busier. We've been 11 o'clock. Oh, we're all quiet, which is all right for me. But I've only done an hour and 2 minutes driving today. We've only been to Rotherham and back. I think I will probably release this as a separate video, perhaps. It's a bit of a bonus one. My new MacBook's turned up over weekend, so while I'm waiting at DAF, I might get that up, and that's only a quick edit on this. So it's just going to be just in one hit, and then I can maybe get that uploaded while I'm sat here waiting for my truck, just as a bonus video. This roundabout's not a nice roundabout either to get out of when you're in a truck, when you're heavy. You just can't quite see anything coming from the other side. They have cut the grass though, but like I say, the cars, most of them are just the same height as that wall. And you know, you're trying to get out with a full load behind you. You end up pulling out on them, unfortunately, and you're not very popular. But you can't please everybody. Certainly can't please everybody. I don't get through Doncaster much often in truck. So only when I'm only coming for service, I come this way. But I didn't even come this way. On the way back, I go pick up the A1 at Red House and go back that way. It's just easier for some reason. I come this way, going to service. I don't know why. I don't know why I do. But once we get past this little bit here, we're in a bit of a clear situation then. Train station there, and shopping centre in front, complete with bus station. We're turning left here. Then up over at railway lines. I hope the video turns out okay and it's not shaking too much. I think I've got the stabilization on, I believe, on this preset settings that I've got on the mode that I want, because I'm definitely bouncing a bit more with not having a trailer on the back. You know, we've just got weights, all the weights in the engine and the cab. You know, we just ricochet, seesaw a little bit. But we'll get there. Just take my time, there's no rush. Yeah, there's no rush. Get over this roundabout, it's nearly a straight shot there, then it's just traffic lights to contend with. I just know whereabouts it is. I've been here a few times with DAF, with truck, but when I worked with Company James Campbell, we used to be based down this end of town. before they moved his yard over to I think it was Hemsworth Way. A good couple of years ago now, that though. Yeah, they were a decent company to work for as well. They had good trucks once you got them. If you got a Volvo, they had the tellies and everything mounted in them, and aircon worked on the dashboard without the engine running. They spent the money on the trucks. That were doing shipping containers as well, but you'd pick up a loaded box, say at Felixstowe, you'd come up to Manchester to tip it, and then you'd take the empty back down to Felixstowe again. It was very rare that we reloaded boxes with them. That were just a very easy job, easy going for that. No, don't get me wrong, this is easy, and they'll look after me, yeah. You know, they make sure we're all alright. They certainly do. You know, we get left alone just to plan ourselves basically. I just keep messaging them to say what I'm doing, and if they've got anything that they don't want me to do on that, or they don't want me to do that and plans have changed, you know, they can ring me or just message me, and I'll do whatever needs doing to try and help them. Yeah, I'm hoping they can get this truck in straight away. I'd like to get over to Seaforth and get the container off tonight, and then get parked up with either something on for tomorrow, or at least know what I'm doing and ready to go for tomorrow. You know, if I'm heading back over to Leeds to pick a box up, I'll at least be an empty trailer to get straight in and pick that up. You're getting a bit of traction control action here, light up and hit the big dips. Yeah, it's trying to light up the rear wheels. It's not trying to, it is. Probably another 10 minutes or so now, and then we'll be at DAF. There's not a lot round there to do, to be honest. It's all industrial, and there's not really many shops or out like that. So I'll just get my MacBook out and start some editing. It'll keep me busy for a couple of hours if that's what it takes. Hopefully make this next set of lights like this, and now we can, it's a bit easier now. It's a bit quieter this end now. Should make good headway now. Yeah, I'm interested to see what the drivability of the trucks will be like in Arizona when they get out there with big front ends on them, put better weight balance for engine far forward, and the big sleeper cabs on it with the generated power units on them, so you can run proper air conditioning and everything like that. Like I said, they have said that I can live in that truck on a weekend to save money to start with once you get there, so that's fine with me. That is fine with me. Yeah, I'm not fond of roads like this, to be honest. With the traffic lights like this, you know, when it's a 50 mile an hour road along here, if we're doing 45 mile an hour with a container on the back with some weight in it, you know, and the lights just change to red, it's it's a decision of trying to keep going or stop. You know, if there's another wagon following you behind, you don't know if they are fully loaded or if they're not fully loaded. So you know, if you can't just think I can stop, you got to think if they can stop as well, otherwise it's not a nice situation. So that's why it's best just not to rush and just take the time. Try and leave gaps best you can. You know, when traffic don't, and it's a 50-mile-an-hour road and traffic doesn't want to do anywhere near that. You know, we're doing 42, that car in front's doing 40. It's not 100% accurate, the speedo on this. You know, dashboard shows us doing 42, my sat nav same 39 pushing 40. So, oof dear, that was something. So yeah, it's not 100% accurate. We've had that since day one when I got the truck. I knew it wasn't accurate, but well, it just takes a bit longer to get places, and doesn't it? I suppose that's all it is. There we go, straight along this road now, past all the houses and out into, I think it's Adwick, the street area. Yeah, Adwick. They've resurfaced this road as well since the last time I came down. It wasn't this smooth last time. And there ain't any parked cars. It's usually full of parked cars along here. There we go. Still some craters though that have been left behind. I don't know what they're doing down there. It's a bit of a tight site entrance though if wagons are getting in. Try and keep it rolling and we'll get past behind this BMW then. There we go. It's a bit bouncy now. I'm gonna try. It is quite. I think they have made the road a little bit wider here. So you couldn't quite fit past usually with parked cars like that, but we got through then. We're on 23 minutes here filming. So this should be a nice sized little bonus video just for one edit, for one hit. I think these traffic lights will catch a few out as well when they come to them for the first time. Let this car go. There you go, just up over this little hump bridge that's coming up over at railway line, and this isn't smooth. Jesus. Ow. Yeah, I don't think they're quite got here where the resurfacing works. This used to be fun here getting out. We were based just the other side of this hill with James Campbell, and I had a Mercedes first truck I had with him. So whenever it was raining, trying to get out and up over this bridge when you're fully loaded was very fun. You know, we used to come out of this yard here and you just start wheel spinning there and you just had to keep it planted all the way up until you eventually got some grip. Wasn't so bad in the summer months when it was dry. Like this would be alright. But yeah, when it were raining or snowy, oh, you knew about it. You certainly knew about it. And we're just into this estate here. So yeah, I am going to end this video here so I can get straight in and see them. I hope you've enjoyed it. And until next time, I will see you guys later on.